All right, I'm just gonna include this all in one video, but today I'm gonna show you how to prune and to propagate some of your herbs. So this is spearmint here. So in order to keep them from going just like straight up and getting bushed out like this, you want to prune them. So the way that you're gonna do this is, so right here, these are called leaf nodes. And so when you prune them, you wanna cut them right above one of their leaf nodes. So don't just kind of go in here and like haphazardly just cut stuff. Try to do it in a fashion, and so it'll encourage her to keep like bushing out, and then obviously you have some herbs. So your basil is also going to be the same way. So it's pretty hot yesterday, and you can see some buggies have been helping themselves, so they're also going to have these leaf nodes. So you're just gonna cut right above it. And basil is the only thing that I've ever been able to Freudian slip, successfully propagate. So I'll show you how to do that. So just remember that you want to really keep an eye on especially your mint varieties, because see this little guy here, he's trying to escape the pot. If you let these get out, as soon as these little runners touch the ground, they'll actually put down roots, and then you will end up with a super infestation. So just make sure that you're either pruning them back. Definitely keep them in planters, but otherwise you're gonna have crazy mint, and yes, it will come back year after year. Also, if I don't think I'm gonna use any of my herbs, I always triple check, but a lot of them the chickens can have, so if I don't think that I'll use them, I'll just sprinkle them in. Things like rosemary and all that stuff is good for them. Helps with the parasites, red pepper, all that kind of jazz. So yeah, you can give it to them, put them in their water. Okay. I've tried to film this a couple times and I keep getting interrupted. And yes, when I'm home, I look like a homeless person because I can't be bothered to put in effort. All right, so we cut above our leaf nodes when we got this off of our plant. So when we go to propagate it, we're gonna cut it right below that leaf node there. Okay. And you don't want this to be more than 6 inches tall. And we're gonna go ahead and remove a lot of these little bottom leaves here. And you honestly don't want too many leaves on the top either. Put too much energy and stuff into, so this is pretty good. And then you're just gonna take a little cup of water and then just put in there, which honestly, that's probably a little bit too much. A little too much for her. We don't want her to drown. And usually takes about a week to a week and a half in your windowsill, which is what I do in my kitchen. And this is one I did a little bit over a week ago. Just put it in like a little shot glass. But you can see where those leaf nodes were. We have some roots. And then we just plant it in the ground and we have a whole new basil plant. And I think I'm up to 20 at this point because I'm crazy. I've tried propagating other herbs. Eventually, hopefully, I will figure out the best way to do that. But to date, I have not been able to figure out how to do it well, even though a lot of people say. So I've seen things like your woodier herbs, like your rosemary and thyme and stuff like that, that you can literally just pull a piece off and put it in the dirt. That doesn't work for me. I've even tried using the root start, like the powder hormone stuff that you dip it in and then put it in the dirt. Still doesn't work. So I'm sure I'll figure it out and you guys will be along for the ride. So yay. Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower now.